They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, this really an interesting matchup here in Week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call, but hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And now the rookie's free. A big-time return there, 40 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with debt. Oh, no! The first throw of his career is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Patriots, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A first down carry for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this team.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Now a toss right to Barkley.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burt sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown!
Dallas Goedert, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Second and 7 from the 20.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
No touch.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Shipley, and he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, Shipley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now here is another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to, and it's a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the ground with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
A gain of 12 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A give running right, Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was